Hey everybody, hope everybody's doing well. As you can see, I've already started on the um, putting the truck bed liner in the Volkswagen. I'm just going to put it over the primer, the primer. I'm just kind of dimpling it. Don't know how well this is going to work. I'm sure it'll probably kind of self-level. This is not going to be the finish over this. I'm just trying to get a little extra sound deadening, maybe just help with everything in the long run. And I know that you can buy the little kit and it comes with a little roller, I believe is what it comes with. But I had these chip brushes laying around from I bought from Harbor Freight, and I thought, well, that'll do just as well. I can use it. Well, I'm kind of dabbing it forward because I don't know if you can see it now, but when you brush it, yeah, that's after me dabbing it on, so you can't see it as much. Like say if I brush it on, it kind of makes streaks you can see, and it does say put 2 coats on, but it just seems like this worked a little bit better when I first started doing it, and probably don't have everything good and clean as I should have, but I didn't really want to do that, but I'll have to scrape that off later. But yeah, that's what I decided to do. Still got a lot of stuff I need to do inside here. Been working on that back there, and if you can see the little holes glimmering through there, and then where those 2 little black rubber grommets are down to the left there's some more peekaboo holes through there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and peel all that off up there and see what I've got going on. I guess I'm gonna have to make some repairs that I really wouldn't anticipate. Well, I should have anticipated, because this is a Volkswagen and it is almost 50 years old. And well, it's 48 years old, I guess. 48, 49. He's gonna be picky. But yeah, that's how it's going down. I guess it looks pretty good. Should kill some of the sound, and I'm still going to end up probably putting the tar board down, or some type of sound deadening material. There's so many out there. I guess I could have opted out for one of the spray-in kind, and so there's a company that makes called Lizard Skin. They make a sound deadening material, but this here is just a wee bit cheaper. Nothing against their product, because their product's probably pretty awesome. I'm a poor man. I've got to opt out and do this as the least expensive as I possibly can, which may not be the best option in the long run, the life of this Volkswagen. But it is what it is. And I'm sure there's people out there cringing watching me doing this, if you're watching. Yep. I'm gonna get all this taken care of here. Let me see if I can do this right here. I don't know how long I'm gonna videotape myself doing this. But we're gonna see what we can do. We're gonna probably do a time lapse kind of thing, or I'm gonna attempt to do a time lapse. Here we go. I'll brush it out a little bit and go back and dabble it. See how that works. Let's try something different here, see if how much difference it makes. Y'all can see if you spread it too thin, yeah. I just like the effect it gives doing it like this right here. And this will take 2 coats. Shit, that's what it says. It says take 2 or 3 coats. Let's see here. Put that down for 1 second. I won't see. Yeah, you can see them. These right here are for my heater vents. If you have a 71 and they've been pulled out, then you're looking at going, what is that? That is for my heater controls. It opens up the flaps in the channels there to get heat into the inside of your Volkswagen. Yeah, I sanded this all down with a wire wheeled everything, and then put some seam sealer down because I found several little bitty pinholes that didn't justify replacing everything. I hope that's not going to be a bad thing. I hope I don't bite me in the end, but I guess eventually it'll have to be replaced. Somebody will have to replace them. I don't think it'll be me. This Volkswagen will probably outlive me by many years. At least I think it will. It is for my daughter. God bless her. She only wrecked one vehicle. I guess I can't complain too much. And that's kind of my fault. Didn't teach her quite how to drive through a spin or a skid. Yeah, that's a story within a story. Hope this proves to be interesting to some of y'all folks, and maybe something y'all decide to do yourselves. Maybe I don't get this all over God's creation here. I don't want to get it in too many places it does not need to be. Oh. Let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and readjust this. Hope I just don't drop my camera down in here. I should say my phone, because I do use my phone to film with. I guess that's gonna work. Woohoo! I definitely recommend some type of gloves, because I've gotten this stuff on me from just spraying it in, using out of the cans. It's a nightmare to get off. And yeah, I notice some of y'all gonna notice how rough some of this is down through here, and there's a little bit of trash still left in here. I did vacuum it out, but it does not have to be perfect, because this is not a show car. No one will see this other than you who watch this video, because there will be more than likely another sound deadening material over the top of this, be it the pill and stick flashing that I've used in the back here, and I've noticed several other guys that I watch and subscribe to that have used the pill and stick flashing will be on top of this, and then you will have carpet on top of this. So yeah, we're gonna have it pretty thick on here, and I'm not really trying to do this in one coat. I am putting it on pretty thick as I'll go along here, and you do it however you so choose to do so, because there are 100 ways to do this. There's 100 ways not to do this. Yeah. This is what I chose to do. Maybe it'll help somebody. It looks pretty good. I like the way it looks so far. I guess I probably could actually just bought the cans and sprayed, and I think I probably have some laying around. You can see in some of these areas here where some of the old seam sealer still is. I got quite a bit of the old seam sealer off and redone some of it here and there. That's only because there was so much rust, and I may have to get up over here along this cargo area. I was looking at going ahead and just replacing all of that cargo area with new sheet metal, but since it's like, well, I found them anywhere from $250 to a little over $300 to you know, buy new sheet metal. And well, I just don't think that's in the budget right now. Oh, it says give us about 2 to 3 hours dry time. But I got a feeling I'm not going to need 2 to 3 hours today. Because it's about 80. Let's see. Get this to stay again here. Sorry guys and ladies and those persons who are watching. There we go. Oh. Yeah, it's about 85 degrees out here in the shop. I think somewhere along that range. I think that's what it was. It's still climbing. And humidity is 60+%. So it's a nice warm day. It was worse than this yesterday. But if you live in the South, you understand. If you live, I guess some of the craziest humidity I've ever experienced is going to work in Mississippi. And my goodness, we get humid up here where I'm at. I'm pretty far up off the coast. I'm just about an hour and a half or so from Tennessee border, maybe if that much. But you go down like Brookhaven, Mississippi. I've gone down there to work before, the company I work for, and it is quite humid down that place. I guess it's being that much closer to the Gulf, I guess. I guess that's the reason. Yeah, it's pretty humid, so I figured this will hopefully dry out pretty quick. I've got some other work to do on the car, but I wanted to get this done. I was tired of tracking trash in and out on top of the primer. What I had done was I wire wheeled everything, used the duplicolor rust converter. I don't have it sitting here with me. Sprayed everything down that was, you know, rusty. And everything else that was bare metal, I used duplicolor self-etching primer, the green primer. And, then went back over. Well, waited for 24 hours because they said wait 24 hours for the rust converter stuff to dry, cure, do whatever it's going to do. And I did that, and then I sprayed filler primer over top of that. That's what they recommended. So if any adverse reaction happens, it's because I missed a step somewhere because I didn't read everything. Which is nothing new. And I bought this Rust-Oleum at Wally World. So a lot of us buy our stuff there. It'll take too long to do this. I said I was going to fast forward it, and I may fast forward it, and you may not get to hear any of this stuff. I don't want it to be a tediously boring video, but you know, it probably is watching this. First I had somebody help me with the filming, but it's a work day. Wife's inside working. I'm supposed to be working, but I wasn't feeling too good this morning. So I think I've said this to a few of y'all before. Depression is a real pain in the buttocks. My hearts go out to everybody who suffers from any type of depression. Mine is very debilitating sometimes. I don't take anything for it, other than the fact I just grin and bear it and get on with my life and do what I can. And other people, it just really affects them quite profoundly. For me, I have my moments where I'm just really good and golden and get through it and hammer down and nothing bothers me. Oh, there's a piece I missed. Shop back didn't get that one. But yeah, we battle on through though. If you know anybody that kind of just attitude changes real bad one day and can't figure out why, just kind of step back and go, okay, maybe they suffer from depression, don't want to tell nobody. It's kind of hard to talk to people about it. It's just, you don't understand. Hard to make somebody understand too. It's one of those situations where you want somebody to come up and hug you and ask you what's going on, make sure everything's alright, but at the same moment, leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you. I hate you. I hate everybody. That's what's so bad about a lot of the depression. You're frustrated because nobody asks what's wrong, but when they do, it's like, get away from me. I guess my wife copes with it okay. She gets frustrated with me. I shut her out, and I shouldn't. We did get married for in sickness and in health. I think she's learned to realize it over the past few years that when I'm down and out, and sometimes I just want to sleep, and sometimes I just want to sit and watch TV, and I might watch 12 different movies and never watch all of them all the way through because I get so frustrated with them. So, yeah. This is about as easy as this gets as far as something to do a coating with. And I'll have to come back and clean some of this up off the seat rail and stuff, because that won't ever fly. Because I know on my driver's side I've got little plastic covers that go over the rails. Didn't have any on the passenger side. I don't know if they just got lost over the years and or wore out or what they did. Oh, well, I hope everybody's bug projects are coming along pretty well during all this pandemic. I wish mine was farther along, but motivation's hard to find sometimes. What's sad is I've got pretty much everything I need as far as paints and stuff go to finish up the body. I've got all of that. And I need to hurry up and make the progress to get that done, because you know, I've never opened any of it, but I'm sure it has a life that, you know, it will eventually go bad in the can. Alright, let me move that one more time here and see what my run time is here. Oh, whew, 20 minutes of me doing nothing. Yeah, see if it's gonna stay there. We staying? Good. as far as I know, this is original ground strap for this thing. Trying to make sure it stays good. I need to clean it. I've got some acid neutralizer. Oh, it wouldn't hurt to take it off and soak it in it. But I'm gonna try to make sure this gets a good coating, really good coating, because this is the battery tray right here. And as many of y'all know that own a Volkswagen, that's where you get some of your worst rust at. Be it from the battery leaking out, mostly from the battery leaking out, just the corrosion. It just destroys it. If you ever buy a Volkswagen, that's one of the first things you need to look at. I've been blessed with this Volkswagen. We got real lucky as far as rust goes in it. Like I said, just some pinholes in the pan itself, and then the holes I found here in the luggage area. Blab it in there, just go brrrah. So this is, and I probably could do the luggage area with this too. I'm not going to, not today anyway. I've got to get up there and get the yeah, the kill and stick flashing off of there that I put on there a year and a half or 2 years ago now. Whoops. Like I said, I had all this thing painted and everything, and it looked pretty decent sitting in the shop, and just messed up on one of the steps in the primer part of it, and that screwed up the whole paint job. And it's just that easy when you do it yourself and not really sure 100% you know what you're supposed to do. I've learned from it. Now I'm paying for it, and like I said, I've got a buddy that's giving me pointers and tips and stuff about how to, you know, what to do next for the most part. And, that's what he does for his hobby, I guess. He does body work and does it on the side and makes extra money to fund his projects. Me, I don't have any side jobs to fund my projects. I have to scrimp and scrape. Yeah, I have to scrounge my pennies and save, and to be able to do my projects. Honestly, I'm so much ready for this bug to be done. I almost sat down and almost ordered a new wiring kit for this thing, and it still may happen. I'd rather spend $300 on a wiring kit as $300 on new sheet metal. I mean, that's, I don't know if that sounds crazy or what, but yeah, we still debating on that one. All right, guys and girls and folks and all my peoples. See if I've missed any spots real bad here. And that looks like everything there. I may sit and let it dry for a while and see what it looks like, and I'll probably post a few pictures on Instagram, and you can pretty much find me on Instagram the same way, Bonus67. I'm still tinkering around with the idea of changing that. Sure hadn't left my mind, but yeah, I'll post some pictures on this later maybe, and kind of get an update there. But that's how the first coat goes. Maybe it won't be too bad, but we got to get in here and figure out how I'm going to tackle that and that right there, and I'm sure there's another one or two in there. So y'all have a great one, and I'll talk at y'all later.